In this next session, I'm going to show you how to get feedback really easily from a client so that you can then gather all of the comments all in one place, have a essentially conversation, little thread, and then be able to make updates, edits, etc., etc. So there's a brilliant tool called Workflow. And Workflow essentially allows you to add your website into its platform. And then it basically gives you a real-time version of the site itself. Now, if you're building your Squarespace site, you need to stick it into a password protected version, not private. And then you enter the password as part of the setup into here. And then that allows the site to be seen, the person to come in, not have to obviously add in the password all the time. But what you've got going on here is the ability to comment directly on the site. So if I go here, make this text bigger, add my comment in, and then here's my comment that's been added, and it's in context for this. And I might say this one, change the text to be okay. So then I've got my comments directly on the site, but you can then toggle between comment and browse. So then if I come into browse mode, then I could come to the next page. And then here, I come to the next page, toggle back on comments, and then I might say put on one line, for example. So this side of things is great, but it also then allows somebody to, not only see the site, but also see it in context. Now, what I'd also do is I'd actually get them to hide this sidebar, just so that then you can see the actual spacing of the site itself. Sometimes it's not necessarily that helpful to then be seeing it in that smaller version. But talking about smaller version, then what you can also do is you can toggle the screen size. So I could say, show it to me in phone version, and then I might say, I don't know, make changes to mobile font size. So here we go. Let's just toggle that back. Let's come back out into the sidebar. And then the other thing to observe, because sometimes it's worth noting that these blobs like to move themselves around. So a couple of things, you can see the icon over here, that shows that it is on desktop, and then that's on mobile. Let me just zoom in, here we go. So desktop, mobile, but this icon here, if I then click that, it shows the screen grab as to what I was looking at, or the person was looking at the time, because there might be some cases where you've built certain parts of the site which it really doesn't render properly here. So then quickly looking at the screen grab works. But then the other beauty is, yes, I've added a comment here, but then I could add another comment. So basically make a thread. And then I've got a reply. So put a little reply in, off we go. And then it's like, great, I've done these. So I can mark them as resolved. Here we go, resolved all of these. The items go off the screen. Then I can come into the resolved items and I can see it all here. And I can also see the numbers. So here's the IDs for them all. So then if you're ever talking about something, is like, oh, actually, what did you say about number 3? Oh, great, here's number 3. I know what you were talking about. Off we go. So found that really useful. The other thing that might be worth noting is if you're doing, let's say, version control, you might say, okay, actually, here is another version, and I might go website, and then I'm going to put the link in. So then here we go. If it is Squarespace password, you could have put that in, for example. And why is that not working? There we go. Oh, bear with. Here we go. Got it done. So then add a version. And then here we go. We've got version 2. So then let's say that we've made some big updates and we just need to get them to see version 2 instead. Here's version 2. And then I might decide to do this. And then if I obviously come back to comments, version 2 can see it all good. Mark it as resolved. Here we go, version 2. And obviously it keeps going down the numbers. Like so. So then if you want to share it with somebody, so obviously all of this has been assumed that you shared it with somebody. But if you click over here, share, and then anyone can view it, copy that link. And then if you send that to your clients, they can then come in and then get themselves set up. I'm not even sure if you even need to set an account, but at least give like name and email. So then it pops up with the name here. And then you can come and see it. So hopefully you've enjoyed that and that you've got a good understanding of it. Obviously, there's way more inside of Workflow as well. There's a whole like project set of tools that you can do, but hopefully that's really helpful.